Lighting World. It's a brand new day, Tuesday, March 30th, and I'm here to help get you back into a more calmer, productive state of yourself. My name is Caleb Olson, and I'm a meditation guide and yoga instructor, and we're going to utilize the tools of breath and mindfulness to make sure that we're the most productive version of ourselves today. So let's get started. Today, as I guide you through a meditation, I'm going to drop into your awareness the concept that you're probably familiar with or at least heard. That is your intuition or your higher self. Now, to me, both of these things are pretty much the same thing. And what I mean by that is it's the part of our mind that I think we get our creativity and our authenticity from. I know that we have the ego part of our brain, and that part exists to help us make sure that we have clothing, food, shelter, all the primal things to make sure that we feel safe. Now, the other part of our brain that exists is our intuition or the creativity or the place that we pull all those thoughts and ideas from. So if we can get the two to exist simultaneously in our brains, it'll definitely help be able to go past creative blocks when they come up or not be so into that monkey mind. So what I'm going to ask you to do right now is find your way into a comfortable seated position, laying down or wherever you can to get in a comfortable grounding shape. As you're arriving in your shape, I'm going to invite you to get your eyes to close, to go inward. Part of tapping into our intuition or our higher self is going past all the 5 delineated senses that we have. So as you're resting, I want you to go past the senses you feel physically that you're touching. I want you to go past the senses of things that you're smelling. We're obviously taking the sense of sight away by inviting our eyes to close. Go past what you're hearing. And maybe even whatever you might be tasting. And the goal is not to ignore these things. The goal is to go a little bit deeper than just the awareness of them. So as the ego monkey mind starts to settle in your shape, I want you to begin to focus on your breath. Thoughts come up, just let them, notice them, and release them. And return to your breath. Sometimes you might start to feel internal sensations, the tingles or energy as I call it. It's perfectly natural to feel it come and go, or it's perfectly natural to feel it sustain. As you seemingly get past all these distractions that are built into our body, maybe you can start to get a sense of that creative center of ourselves that exists beyond all the 5 senses. It is in my experience that when I can get myself past these senses and distractions, I can tap into a stream of new ideas and information coming from my intuition or my higher self or whatever you want to put a label on it as. As the distractions, the thoughts, or the sensations come back up, acknowledge them. The goal isn't to get rid of them entirely, it's to push past and maintain the focus on the breath, to be able to maintain a connection to your intuition, your higher self, places where ideas can come back in. Slowly beginning to open your eyes back up, coming back into your body, into the senses. Clearing breath. Now, if you can find time every day to tap into that intuition part of yourself, the higher version of yourself, and get past all the delineated five senses that are here, and they can be distractions. It can help you get past what we call writer's block, or a lack of new creativity. So it doesn't have to be every morning. It could be in the afternoon, it could be in the evening, but I definitely advise trying to find at least 5 to 7 minutes every day to tap into that. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again real soon.